Okay, so I'm so happy I'm invited by a reputed institution, Shri Shakthi International School. And it is so um, pleasure to see striving teachers, those who want to achieve great success in reading. So actually, you're trying to bridge the gap and you're working so hard for that. So I could see your determination from the way you talk and nails. Yeah, thank you for the invitation. So here I will just tell you, it may not be only orientation for I can read, but I'll tell you the ways how I achieve results with my students. So which is practically workable. So how it worked practically and how I was able to, even in the online classes, we were able to achieve great results. So I'll just share my experience with you, so you can think of how to implement it with your curriculum or on the process, in your process.
Sure.
Yeah. So it will be an interactive session. So I want you to talk more. So we will get together, arrive an idea. So what is the difficulty that you are facing in achieving reading? So what do you feel? So nothing is right or wrong. So be practical. You can talk whatever you want. Yeah. So it is generally a discussion.
Okay. Particularly to be very much particular, in UKG they are trying to read through phonics, but while going to grade 1, the phonics, the children couldn't able to read through phonics because we are not focusing much on phonics in UKG. At the time, we feel a very big gap is left over in reading, and children getting struggle to read. Whether they need to read in phonics or they need to read in a normal method,
Okay.
the traditional method, whatever we follow.
Yeah. In UKG, how do you end? What is then the reading level?
They read up to long vowel family words. No?
Long vowel family words.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll shift to so do we have a primary teacher here?
We both are kindergarten teachers now. We two are here.
Okay. So what is being expected in grade 1?
Grade 1, they want child to learn fluently in the normal method. They don't want either it need to be phonics or whatever. They want the child to read.
Okay. So let's take that. How did we learn to read? How long did we take to learn to read?
Maybe in first standard or second standard.
So were we able to read fluently in grade 2? In second standard?
No, ma'am.
Definitely not. So probably by grade 5th standard or 6th standard, maybe we would have read fluently.
Yeah.
Okay. So when did we give the right spellings for everything?
Same in grade 5, ma'am. Grade 4
so
or
5
5.
or 6. Not the right spelling for everything. Maybe spellings would have turned right around the grade 4 or 5. The most frequent words that we see, we would have given right spellings. But still we had spelling list, memorizing spelling for every word. So all this were in the process. But the thing is, now we have a fancy term called phonics. The understanding of phonics is totally different, entirely different. Okay, so teaching by phonics, everyone expects children to master reading, master spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am. It happens.
That is true. And during our days in grade 1, we were expected to read sentences like, "I see a bat. This is a cat. That is the dog." So this is what we were expected to do.
Yeah.
But now in grade 1, the children are expected to read passages and do comprehension. And we are into CBSE curriculum, and we expect children to answer in their own words. So what sort of training kindergarten children must undergo? And for you all to understand it very clear, phonics is not a short-term process, or phonics is not a shortcut, or phonics is not a that is simply to say it is actually not a get rich quick scheme. So it is definitely, so in the terms that we know, it is not a get rich quick scheme at all. It's a process. So we introduce certain methods in LKG. So then we just get children into progression, and then we put into next step for them to understand the language. And our language, our children are not, definitely not from the background who speak English at home. They have English is only the second language. So probably, well, we have students with very well-educated parents, but still they don't speak English at home. I don't speak English at home with my children. So probably I read books, that's it. So, but still we communicate in Tamil. So it has to be, the vision should be, it is a language. So the language development, we must give some time for children to understand, learn and develop the language, and also the fluency can be achieved when we understand how language works and how the pattern works. So basically when you just take English, so English is a language which is derived from multiple languages. It has root words from Greek, Tamil, Latin words, and also words from French. Lot of other, every language it derives words from every language. So it is definitely a difficult language. So it is not at all an easy process. Even the English speaking countries follow methodology at least until grade 6. So for them to achieve fluency, we need to give children time. The expectation from our end is so high. So that is why we are struggling to bridge the gap. So here we will be discussing about how to, so now you tell me, what do you think can be, what changes do you want to make, what do you feel as an educator to do it and then achieve result? So what do you think? So if this can be done, I think I'll be able to achieve this. You will have certain criteria, right? You will have certain idea. Curriculum, you have a curriculum which is actually not matching with the standard. You feel, okay, if curriculum would have been this better, I would have been able to achieve result. What do you think that? What is that?
So when we teach phonics, along with the phonics, we give some reading program for the children. It may be phonic reading passage. It is not sequentially followed. Once we are able to go for certain family words and not for next set of family words, it is deviated at some end. It is deviated. If we are not going in that sequence flow, so at that time we miss out the reading practice for the children.
Yeah, so reading practice we miss out. Okay. So now we have a curriculum. Okay. So who developed the curriculum? Who is developing the curriculum?
We ourselves develop the curriculum.
Oh my God, is it? Okay. Then next my next question will be really hard on you then. So even the curriculum developing companies, those who have PhD scholars and things to do the curriculum, they mastered in certain skills, and now they are trying to develop curriculum on phonics. Okay, so while developing the phonics curriculum, they at the harsh reality is they do not have experience with the phonics. Not only experience. So only those who have experienced phonics, applied and got result, if they develop the curriculum, you will achieve the same.
Yeah.
They learned phonics, okay, they understood phonics in certain way. So they plan only for the curriculum. The children is expected to read by senior KG. And they know only that. Beyond that, they don't know. They have not got into it. They will be mastered in English language. They'll be a master in phonetics, but definitely not phonics. Those who are developing the curriculum. And those who come to train you with the curriculum, again, is not do not have any experience. They have trained only to train teachers. They are not trained to train children, or they have no experience of training children, and they have no experience of achieving results. So this is the complete gap that we have. So this is the main reason we are not able to achieve this.
Yeah. For that, ma'am, we are following a chrysalis curriculum. That's what we faced a struggle. The previous 2 years, we followed a chrysalis curriculum along with phonics and the reading program. There we faced a lot of struggles. It didn't match with the phonics. Reading program didn't go with the phonics. But somehow it's third year for us along with the reading program. It is giving a good it gave a result for us. It was okay, but now we are not okay with the phonics. What kind of phonics they gave to the children is not okay for us.
Yeah, so this is what you have understood the reality, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's it. So now here, this is the gap that we have. So transition from words into sentences. So this is the gap we need to bridge. So reading, when we consider reading, so this is the whole concept. So one is they must actually, children must know to decode it. So decode, what we call it as when they just use the sounds to connect and read. So decoding a word and then reading. So this is what we expect children to do. And actually, we forget the next half, language comprehension. We forget that. We do not concentrate on that. It is not our fault as teachers. It is because the curriculums are structured that way. We do not have opportunity to focus on the reading comprehension. So this is the reality. And also, so look at that. So decoding skills, when we consider, when we expect children to read a word, okay, read a word called sound out. So now 4 letters. So we probably know, so learning sounds and reading words. I mean 4 sounds. So learning sounds and connect, read words. This is what we expect children to do. But the thing is, brain works beyond that. So children should know how the word works, how the sound is applied to the word. How is it? So when they pronounce a word, so how many sounds that they hear? So all these account for writing also. So writing and reading should go simultaneously. So only then it works better. So now when we take phonemic awareness and phonological awareness. So phonemic awareness is nothing but how words are placed. And what is the first sound, what's the last sound, the identification of middle sound. What if I change one sound with the other sound? What sort of changes the word progress into? What sort of changes the word the result is arrived. When the result is arrived, they should know what changes have been made in this. So all this, the brain should work. So all these years, we were all doing this subconsciously. So it is like a row bridge only. The thing is, so you give no guidance, there is only the row bridge. Those who are able to manage to achieve the other end will have fluent reading. Those who struggle to read it, they will fall into the water. They will not able to come out at all. So this is what is happening, and this is what happened with us too. So subconsciously, we were in that pattern only. So now everything is, we are giving children everything very consciously to achieve this. So we need to start with a phonemic and phonological awareness in kindergarten. And then we go with sequence of sounds. So sequence of sounds, we do not follow A to Z pattern. Instead, Jolly Phonics, we have a different set of pattern. So why is it? Because as and when we introduce the sound, we also help children with writing, and also we help them to start building up words, reading words and writing words. So which is actually a very easy process, which is tried and tested, which is sure to give you results. So that is the correct thing. And then we also teach alternates. I mean, we also teach them the vowel team. These are the terms the children should know. Vowel team, are controlled vowel, and digraphs. All these children should know. So what is a short vowel sound? What is a long vowel sound? What is a consonant? Every concept children should know. Okay, so why is it only when children are learning all these concepts and things, we'll be able to achieve reading in grade 1 without using, without the application of all rules, without the application of all spelling patterns, the alternate spelling patterns, nothing's to struggle, we'll be able to achieve. just by one additional step, syllabification. Syllabification is one ultimate goal. Only when you teach that, children will be able to read and write. If you do not teach that, children will not be able to read and write. And if you do not give all the strong foundation of phonemic awareness, phonological awareness, short vowel, long vowel, diphthong, digraph, vowel team, consonant, and the consonant team, consonant blend, if the children are not aware of that, and teaching syllabification is not at all possible in grade 1 to the advanced level. I'm talking about the advanced levels, not about the basic levels, basic things. So we do all this, and also we give the comprehension along with that by reading stories and talking about it, picture reading, including children in the conversation. All this we do to achieve the reading comprehension also. So this is the process. By doing all this, we achieve result. Okay, so now it comes to the alternate spelling pattern. Of course, yes, we know how strong it is, how difficult it is, right? So as kindergarten teachers, we are not actually bothered about the alternate spellings. Why? Because our target is to give the words that children can read and achieving result with what they can read, sentences, family words, as you said, not even going into sentences, family words. And expecting children to read in grade 1 is not at all possible. So only when you do everything in kindergarten, children will be definitely able to read. So to bridge this gap, there are definitely a lot of alternate spelling patterns. How to master this alternate spelling pattern is only one way: practice more, read more. So how do you master music? How do you master singing? You practice more. That's it. So any concept, anything that you take, only thing is practice. So how to practice? So we do not have a structure. So that structure is being provided by I Can Read. So I Can Read program, I will elaborately explain you, which starts from teaching of sounds to phonemic awareness, phonological, everything is there in I Can Read program. And then it comes to reading also. But the thing is, when we directly apply I Can Read program, I found it is not the fault with the curriculum. I found it difficult to teach everything separately. Instead, when you take up Jolly Phonics, everything is together, put together.
Okay.
So the sequence, the order, and the introduction of sounds, making up of words, the phonemic awareness, phonological awareness, everything is crisscross, it is baked together. So it's one nice program where you can achieve what is expected to achieve before starting with the I Can Read reading module, reading levels. So this what Jolly Phonics does it in a very smooth way. And then when we take up I Can Read, the results are amazing. Okay, so I just want to share few videos of my students, age of 4 years and 5 years, even 7 years I have, 4, 5, 6, 7. So all this, I'll just share you. You can have a look at that and then we'll talk more. Hold on 1 minute.
Nodded and smiled.
Are you able to hear?
I spin straw into gold for you. What will you pay me? He said to her. She looked up at him. I have this pendant, she replied, and held it out to him.
Yeah. I'll just show one more video. this child is literally 4 years old.
And hi, my name is Naviha and I'm 4 years old. I'm learning phonics from Pritama from 1 year.
So you want to read something for us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's start. The happy monkey, Tricky the monkey, love cheese. Cheese, a space, is please. He said each evening, Chicky's mom would feed Chicky three chunks of cheese at it. He was very happy to eat sitting in.
Yeah, so she is 4 years old. I'll show you some other people.
The referee blows a whistle to tell
So can
players
you see the
what
video?
to do.
Yes, ma'am.
He and his assistants make signals with their arms to show players and supporters what has happened or what will happen next. It is a very difficult job. Players and supporters sometimes disagree with the referee and argue with him.
Yeah. So this is the fluency we are able to achieve. So the 4-year-old girl, she completed the Jolly Phonics and she started with ICR and she is reading the complex code. That is
Yeah.
long E with the alternate spelling patterns.
Yes, ma'am.
So she is reading story of that. So this is what we'll be able to achieve. So now getting into, you all know about Jolly Phonics already, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we will just directly dive into ICR alone. So we start like this. This is the short A story. This is simple, very simple, right? So can I have a hat tag? So all this. At the red color A that is marked, which is for guiding children to use the short vowel sound.
Okay.
Okay, so these are silent letters and all. And slowly we will move into the complex code. This is the all short sounds and all the long sounds go. And then we also have a diphthong. UR makes a sound, IR makes a sound, ER makes a sound. So all this. So now children are used to. Seriously, I have also handled program for children, same ICR for children, those who have not learned phonics through Jolly Phonics. So it is just a fresh batch with ICR. This story, seriously, nobody was able to read. So much difficult it was. But the batch where we completed Jolly Phonics and took them to ICR, this was like a cakewalk for them. They did not struggle anywhere with the pronunciation or anything. So they did not struggle at all. So that is what I understood. Okay, so the Jolly Phonics and ICR gives a perfect blend for the reading program. And then also, so look at that. So all this special, patient, imagination, all this is the last level of difficult words that is being introduced in ICR curriculum. So all this pollution and all this with the right pronunciation also, children will be able to achieve. And also at the end of the program, children will be reading a 10 chapter, the Amazing Thought Reading Machine. It's a 10 chapter novel. So children will be reading that. So 9 months of Jolly Phonics and 9 months of ICR. So totally around 1.5 years. So probably for you, you can take roughly 2 years. You will be able to achieve the results.
Okay.
If the structured Jollyphonics way and the program ICR in a structured way is introduced, so then definitely you should be able to achieve very good results. So grade 1 teacher need not struggle at all. Children will be already free. So for maybe if in case, so as I told, I have 2 modules. So one is I send my trainers to train your students so they can read well. So just because we have that is the only job that we have, and we also deal only with that. We do not have to maintain any other record or corrections or functions, nothing to do. Our concentration is only on the books, only on the reading, only with the children. That's it. And in case if I'm training your teachers, and then if you are implementing it, so probably you will definitely have struggles for the first set of children. So you will definitely struggle, but from the next step, you should be able to do it more quicker and easier. So ICR also completes grammar too. The basic grammar, ICR takes up the basic grammar. So children will confidently able to read, write while completing Jollyphonics. And then moving into ICR, they will be able to read and write the alternate spelling, irrespective of any spelling rules or anything. They will be able to write. But for here, you all should understand, teachers until primary, until grade 5, should be trained under these 2 methodologies. So how will it be when teacher doesn't know how children have been learning so far and guiding them? The children have learned some way and teacher doesn't have any clue of how they learn. How is the teacher going to guide them further? So it is actually reading through this methodology is a cakewalk. Children will enjoy the process. Children will have no doubt at all, no problem at all. They will smoothly go with smooth run. But teaching reading is definitely a rocket science. You need to master. How to teach reading? We have no experience. We have not learned through that methodology. So you have to gain experience. You have to learn it yourself first, unlearn a lot of things that you are doing already, and learn new things and apply it. So this is the process, and this is how it works. So now, if you have questions, you can. So that's it from my side. I have concluded. So if you have any questions.
Ma'am, while showing the pages, first actually it was very happy to see the children reading this much fluently. The 4-year girl, she was able to read all along with the techniques. It was very amazing for us because we see this kind of output only in the year 7 years, but not only through phonics, particularly not through Jollyphonics. Even we have not seen. This is very. For us, it is a very great for us not to see this kind of outcome, and we expect to work on that. Ma'am, then once there are symbols on the I can read book page, right, ma'am? How the child will be following it? Is it
so because we'll be teaching once we also when we start a lesson, it is one code will be added for every lesson, so every unit, every chapter. So children will take it up easily and progress. And those who have learned Jollyphonics, so might not even use that. So when they find it difficult, they refer to that. So it will be only as a guidance for them. So may not even use that and go forward.
Okay, ma'am. Do the ICR program is for different levels, or it will be completed in UKG itself? Once we go with Jollyphonics.
So for the first year, definitely you will not be able to complete in UKG. So probably by grade 1, children should be able to complete ICR. And for us, when we are able to achieve 3 classes per week, 40 minutes a day. And with 10 children in a batch, I'm able to achieve it in 9 months. But the setup is not same with the classroom. So classroom is different. And you have all programs coming up and number of classes that you have, everything differs. And the targets that you have, everything. So when we align our targets our number of days, everything to this, you should be able to complete in UKG itself. But provided they have strong foundation of jolly phonics.
Okay.
So that is mandatory. So it is seriously, when we try to frame our own curriculum without experience, that doesn't work. So which is actually the hard reality you need to understand.
Can get that point, ma'am. Yeah, we are able to get it. Okay, ma'am. In case of ICR, how many chapters that storybook? It is a one storybook or a different set of storybooks?
No, we have level 3, level 4, level 5, and level 6. 4 levels.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So level 1, 2, 3. Level 1 short stories. Short vowel sound stories. Level 2 is long vowel sound stories. And level 3 is we have all the digraphs and diphthongs. So we have that in level 3. Okay. And level 4, 5, and 6, we also include comprehension along with that.
Okay.
So they will read the story. And then they will do the comprehension part also. So they have questions they have to answer, all this. And we apply grammar including along with that. So all the progression happens. And also we work on spelling. Spelling lists are mandatory, but how we teach them to learn spelling is different.
Okay. So level 4 to 6, we will be having comprehension. Level 1, 2, and 3 is like
level
short
3,
long
4,
diagram.
Yes, level 4, 5, and 6 along with the comprehension. Level 1, 2, 3 is complete reading, only reading.
Okay, only reading. Okay.
Only reading.
So it is a kind of 6 set of books. Then it will be like
Yes.
for okay. So
Yeah.
from
So do you want me to show the books to you?
Yes,
ma'am. Hold on 1 minute. I'll just show it.
Yeah.
So I have only level 1 and level 2 of reading. So level 1,
Okay,
and this is level 2, reading level 2. And we also have reading level 3. Reading level 3. So this 3 books is completely reading. And when we start with the level 4 of reading, so you have comprehension also. So you have questions, and children need to answer all the questions. So you have different set of activities for that also. And you have 4 level of books. Unmarked story book 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And the novel.
Okay.
So these 4 books they will read and do comprehension in level 4, 5, and 6. Just again. They will do the comprehension with reading level 5, 4, 5, and 6 with comprehension along with this book.
These books are interconnected, ma'am. All these books are interconnected. Okay.
Everything is interconnected. So this 3 books come separately. So you have no other connection. So you complete level 1, take level 2, take level 3. And also the comprehension part, level 4 you complete, level 5 you go, level 5, 6. But the thing is, these 4 books are interconnected. So you will be applying it with that. So you will follow stories and the novel alongside with level 4. You start novel with level 4.
So if they start reading this level 1 book, the second marked stories book, they will be doing comprehension in the level 4 workbook. It is
Level
counted like that.
4,
No?
level 5. They'll be doing in
Okay,
level
ma'am.
5.
Okay. Okay. So whatever they read, we have a comprehending book also for the same.
Yes, for the same.
Yes. Ma'am, shall we get a specimen for this, ma'am? Is it possible to get a specimen, ma'am?
Specimen. So probably I can send you some pages from the book and not the whole book.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Yeah, ma'am. Some
Yeah, I will
samples
send.
to
Yes,
discuss.
yes. Definitely, I will send out.
Yeah, okay. So the level 1 book can be introduced in LKG, ma'am. Is it possible once if we complete Jolly
No,
Phonics?
definitely not. So Jolly Phonics, yes, Jolly Phonics has to be complete. The children should be completing Jolly Phonics, and they start creative writing. So the children, those who have completed Jolly Phonics and creative writing, the comprehension book, level 3 booklet, you have comprehension in Jolly Phonics. That also. So they write stories when they complete Jolly Phonics book itself. But spellings will not be right. So once children are done with that, through with that, so their writing is directly out from the mind. Okay, so they are free to write. They're free to think and free to write. It is not actually something that they learn, and it is not actually the comprehension. That is independent writing. So creative writing and independent writing. Only those children will be able to do this comprehension. Okay, comprehension is different from creative and independent writing. Okay, so that is flowing directly from the mind. They have flexibility to write anything. But comprehension, they need to read the storybook, write whatever they understood, and it is fixed answers. You have fixed answers. So the skills required for independent and creative writing is completely different from the skills that is required for comprehension. Yeah?
Able to get. So if we want to plan for I Can Read program, then we can work for it. Maybe LKG or UKG, we have to complete complete the Jolly Phonics and creative writing. Then one day we can do the I Can Read program for the children.
Definitely, definitely.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Geeta, ma'am, do you have any other doubts?
No.
Okay.
Okay, that was nice
So
talking with you both.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for sharing the knowledge, ma'am. Because once you were walking into the campus at the time, we were not able to discuss. It was a last-minute meeting 2 years back, and we forwarded it to Vice Chairman desk, but it was struck up. We didn't change the curriculum, and because of all this online classes and everything, we are going with Chrysalis itself. Okay, ma'am. But in Chrysalis, what actually we did was the writing, the stories was not connected with the phonics. Entirely, it was not connected with phonics. But even though it was a different kind of methodology, they trained us how to teach that, and we were able to achieve the outcome. In the first year, we also were learners along with the children. But in the second year, I rejoined this year back. But second year, Geeta ma'am was here, and they were able to achieve the outcome. But coming to phonics, it was not in a proper flow, ma'am. We didn't get the sequence because phonics was the must for children. More than reading in that kind of a methodology, what we felt phonics may be priority for the child. So we find it didn't go with the church flow for children. Then we discussed, and then we came to this. So we can check for any other program, and we connected you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. It was nice talking with you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
One more question. If in case we are going to implement this, what will be the specific cost for the children?
Cost, it has to be worked out. So you need to give me number of students and it can be worked out.
Okay, ma'am. So how,
and also we need to understand what is the module that we are going to apply and implement. Okay, so based on that, we will discuss the cost.
Okay, ma'am. So we'll confirm and let you know, ma'am, what we planned. We are going with the math and curriculum, but For reading, we can give some separate, for reading we have.
So
to give
for
different kinds
I
of
suggest you do not follow any other curriculum for English. This itself is a curriculum. So for
Okay, ma'am.
other GA or literacy, you can pick up a curriculum, and you have to stick on with one thing. So if you try to incorporate this with something else, then it is not going to work.
Yeah,
So that
it
is
will not work. Yes, ma'am, can able to get that because it will mismatch and it will become a trial and the error for the children. We cannot get outcome from the child. It will end in a different way. Yeah, ma'am, we can understand that. Okay, ma'am, we'll discuss and I will get back to you.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.